Hello, welcome to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. I'm your host, Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and wow, we got another absolutely fantastic show coming your way today. I tell you, it seems, every time that Michelle and I discover a topic that's so important, not just to your local communities, but to the communities around the United States, we have to bring it to you. We have to. Because our guest today is doing so many wonderful things, especially as it relate to communities, uplifting communities, and also giving folks an alternate opportunity to buy homes, rent homes, as it relate to mobile homes. And we're going to talk about all of those things shortly. But I tell you what, I cannot even start the show without my wonderful, absolutely wonderful co-host, executive producer, Dr. Michelle Cooley. How are you doing today?
I am doing great. And other title, your wife. Doing great today. We were talking to this guest before the show went live, and this is a great topic. I don't think we've had a topic discussed like this before, but this is going to be very educational and informative, and this will open up a wide, just a lot of potential opportunities and options for people when it comes to homes, basically. What do you
You
think?
know, I believe that this is going to bring a whole lot of insight to folks in communities that says that I cannot afford a home. I cannot afford this. I cannot afford that. There are several different ways, and this guest right here, just like I said, she is inventing new ways to help resolve some of those issues. So, Michelle, I can't wait to get started. Can you please introduce the title of the show, purpose of the show, and introduce this absolutely wonderful guest?
Yes. Well, the title of today's show is Empowering Communities, My Journey to 19 Mobile Homes and Beyond. So we're having a sit-down discussion with Kellie Harden. She's a retired Army nurse and mobile home investor. She's going to talk about starting the journey, investment strategy, working with Section 8 tenants, and this impact on communities. So Kellie Harden is an astute mobile home investor and retired Army nurse who has swiftly carved a niche in the real estate market within just 4 years. Starting with a singular vision to expand affordable housing options, Kellie now proudly owns 19 mobile homes and 2 single family homes with her brother and mom. Her strategic approach to investment and management, especially in collaboration with her family, has enabled her to successfully rent these properties to Section 8 tenants, ensuring stable housing solutions for low income families. Her business not only emphasizes profitability, but also fosters community and support for those in need, reflecting her deep commitment to making a positive impact through real estate. So please welcome to It's Your Life with Dr. James Cooley Show, Miss Kellie Harden.
All
Hey,
right, all right. Hey, that was very impressive. I love that. I was like, are they talking about me or what? I greatly appreciate y'all letting me on here. I really do, Michelle and James. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
well, we're so happy to bring you on to talk about this because it's going to get some insight to a lot of folks out there that's trying to figure out how do I afford a home, how do I afford an apartment, how do I do these things, how do I do that. And I believe, based on my understanding, and you're going to clarify a lot of these things, what you are doing is so important. If people just listen, understand, invest, talk to you, you can help them out. So, but Kelly, first of all, I want you to tell our viewers and our listeners a little bit about you, where you grew up, what makes you click, why you're so passionate about what you do.
Okay. All right. So, Dr. Cooley, before I forget, because my memory is short, the name of my business, the name of my course is Heels, Deals, and Wheels Mobile Home Investing Course. Without my mother and my brother, Joel Harden is my brother, and my mother is Albertine Thompson, there would be no Heels, Deals, and Wheels because they're the ones who get out there and find the properties and then find renters because we like renting to Section 8. So first I have to say that before I forget. And so I am originally from Detroit, Michigan. I am a retired Army nurse. I did 20 years in the military. And then after I retired from the military, I moved to Texas. And then from Texas, I started traveling back and forth from Texas to California because I retired pretty young. So I still work. Now, a lot of people will say, well, if you're doing so great in the mobile home investing business, why do you still work? The main reason why I do that because nurses make a lot of money out here in California. So, and I'm fairly young, even though I hate to fly, I still fly back and forth. So, when I say we, me and my family already owned two single family homes before we discovered mobile home investing. And everybody knows, even back then when we purchased the homes over 20 years ago, the homes were still very pricey. We still had a mortgage on them. Thank God we don't have a mortgage on the homes anymore, but we couldn't afford to buy any more homes, single family homes. So I got on the internet and I found some people who were in mobile home investing. And me and my brother and my mother, we just started taking course after course after course. And I said to myself, hey, I can teach this. And just like Michelle said, just in a little bit over 4 years, we acquired 19 mobile homes. And believe it or not, James, you can get free mobile homes. That's something people don't realize. We actually got 5 free mobile homes, and we'll talk about that. But we're very compassionate about this business because a lot of people cannot afford housing. A lot of people, believe it or not, do not take Section 8. And we could talk about that too, James, because I don't understand why somebody wouldn't take Section 8. But like I said, I am so glad that you and Michelle invited me on the show. I'm happy, and let's get this ball rolling.
You know, Kelly, I've been knowing you for 35 years,
True
and you've
that.
always been passionate about everything that you do.
Okay.
If you had to take one adjective to describe you and where you get this passion and all this inspiration from to help others, what adjective would that be and why? You weren't
James,
ready for that one. You weren't ready
yeah,
for that.
I was ready. I just can't say in one word why I'm so compassionate about this business. Maybe because we're helping people. We're helping people. We're providing affordable housing where a lot of people, like I said earlier, they just don't want to deal with Section 8. They don't, and it's sad. And it's sad. And let me tell you something. When Section 8, they get a bad reputation, and there are some Section 8 people who, keep that, bad reputation going. It's sad. But luckily we've only had like one issue with, one Section 8 tenant out of 21 properties. To me, that's not bad at all. So yeah, we just enjoy helping people.
You mentioned Section 8, and as you know, I was still am, but heavily into real estate, and I
Okay.
had a lot of Section 8 tenants. However, it's not on the tenants; it's the agreement that you have with the government
Okay. Okay.
that
Okay.
counts because the government guarantee you your money.
Okay.
Tenants, they recommend tenants to you, and hopefully you choose the right tenants. So it's not bad, and I don't think anything is wrong with Section 8, other than the tenants sometimes that
Hmm.
they don't want to pay their money, and the government have to hold them accountable, or they tear sometimes. they,
Okay.
they don't take
Okay.
care of your place, and the government is responsible for fixing that. So
Okay.
Section 8 is I think is very very good, and it will help a lot of families out that's in need, just like you're doing. And one other thing, the first segment is always getting to know the guests and
Hmm.
transitioning from you was a nurse already, then you military nurse, and you went in, and I think you already done did your retirement from that, but transitioning from that to another civilian life and what you're doing now, was that a challenge for you, or It's just you just use your military training to do that.
No, it wasn't a challenge for me. It wasn't a challenge for me at all. Of course, when you're in the civilian sector, there's no ranking except for, charge nurse, regular nurse. Other than that, there was not a big challenge for me to transition from being in the military as a nurse versus, being on the civilian sector. So it wasn't a big thing for me. I guess the biggest thing for me is, the unions. Because I actually came from a state, they don't believe in unions in the state of Texas. And here in California, your job is pretty much sort of kind of protected by the unions. And I don't even understand why the Texas nurses continue without unions. That's just really crazy to me. But James, you brought up a point about Section 8 not paying if the tenant messes up your home. And right now, what's going on is if a Section 8 tenant messes up your home to the tune of $2,000 and greater, the tenant is going to be responsible for paying you back, and they only have 2 months to pay you back. If they don't pay you back, then there's a great risk, a great chance that they're going to lose their voucher. And not only in that state where your property is, but in the state, in the United States, period. Okay, they get like a red flag. So they couldn't move to another state and try to get Section 8. And that's another reason why we like dealing with Section 8. We don't have to go through the court systems. We just, tell Section 8, hey, they messed up our property. We get an itemized sheet from our contractor. We send it in to Section 8. And Section 8, they actually come in and assess the property and take pictures before the tenant is even allowed to move in. And so we love doing it that way versus, trying to take somebody to court. And that's why we prefer a Section 8 tenant over, over a regular person.
Hold it though. One thing, it's been a while since I had Section 8 tenants. But
okay.
Hold that thought right there. We're going to take a
Okay.
station. I tell you, once you sit back, grab about 8-9 bags of popcorn, we getting ready to dive deep into this conversation. We getting ready to get educated. And if you want to be part of the conversation, regardless of whether you're watching this on E360 television, Transfer TV, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Rumble, and over 55 live platforms, all you have to do if you want to be part of this conversation, go to the comments. Ask any question that you might have. I promise you, we'll get you an answer. Remember, it's your life. And we'll see you shortly after the break.
Really get a chance to know who you are. And once you know who you are, you truly know who you are, love who you are. Love who you are. You're a masterpiece. Love who you are. Love who you were born to be. Love me some me. That's what I'm talking about. When you leave high school, you gotta know today or tomorrow, hopefully today, what your plans are. Hopefully, there is no bad decision unless there is no plan. Create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Commit with what? Commit with what? And everything that you do.
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I see, and you see as well, this absolutely fantastic guest is getting ready to educate us, teach us. She already taught me a couple of things because in the business, houses, we're now working with the government, Section 8, etc. It's not a bad thing for the tenant or the property owner, as long as everybody meet their agreements. And that's what it's all about, sticking to your agreements, doing what you're supposed to do, making things as easy as possible for everybody to have an opportunity to live to the fullest. So Kelly, I want to thank you for that explanation. So Kelly, I want to start out. So now you got 19, 20, 21 properties. How was it when you first purchased your first mobile home, not the family home? Did you see immediately that there was opportunities for growth and helping others? And you're like, wow. And your mother, tell her I said hello.
Okay, I will.
Uh,
So our first mobile home, what we did was seller finance it. And those of you who are not familiar with seller financing, is basically we created a note just like anybody would with a car payment. And the note was actually like a car payment. I think the note was $630. And so our first couple of mobile homes, we weren't renting. We were actually seller financing those out. But the thing is, when you have a newer property, when you have a mobile home that's, let's just say 2015 and newer, which we did, and you're seller financing those out, after the let's say you create a 7-year note where they're going to pay you $630 for 7 years. After the end of that note, that mobile home is gone. So we actually met a millionaire some years ago, and he was like, Kelly, you and your brother and your mom, y'all doing this wrong. Y'all need to rent these mobile homes out, especially the newer ones, because with the newer ones, you're going to have less problems. Tenants not going to be calling you every 5 minutes about this is broken and that is broken. And so by him being a millionaire, of course, I'm going to listen to him. And after that, we started renting out our mobile homes. And he told us about renting to Section 8. Him and a student of mine also said, hey, you are doing this wrong. You need to start renting your mobile homes out, because the first 4 mobile homes, we bought those, simultaneously. And after 7 years, all 4 of those notes will be gone. And so this is the reason why we prefer to rent, because that money will come in for a lifetime versus only, 7-8 years, like a typical car payment would be. But we were so elated when we got our first property. But after we got our first couple of properties, then the pandemic hit. And that's how we got the majority of our properties, because people were losing their mobile homes left and right.
Wow. So your mobile homes, what location are they situated in a specific state, or it's throughout different states that you have your investment in the mobile homes?
Well, Dr. Cooley, we like to have our mobile homes like in a 90-mile radius of where we live. And we live in Mansfield, Texas, because my brother is very cheap and he still wants to be the project manager. So we like to keep our mobile homes close so my brother can get to the mobile homes very quickly in case something happens. And I tell you what, in the beginning, my brother was not even handy with fixing stuff. And we got on YouTube University and we started learning how to fix stuff that way. But God has truly blessed us, because we have a contractor who likes to show us stuff. We have a handyman who likes to show us stuff. We have 2 AC guys. And so we sort of kind of like build our team. So we've been lucky in that aspect. But yes, we like to have our mobile homes, centrally located to where we live.
So how do you decide on which mobile home you want to choose? I mean, people house hunt all the time, so we have our preferences, but are there particular types of mobile homes you're investing in? And also, well, I'll let you answer that question first.
Okay. So you have to know your market. Okay. A 1 bedroom, 1 bath will not fly in the state of Texas. Texas, everything is big in Texas. We eat big, we live big, and our families are big. So 1 bedroom, 1 bath will not fly in Texas. Not saying you won't be able to rent out one. You might be, there's a narrow window. You might find somebody who's looking for a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, but that's not what we look for. We like 3 bedroom, 2 baths and bigger. And that's what we like to do. Our biggest mobile home is a 4 bedroom, 2 bath, but like we like larger size mobile homes because we know the families in Texas are larger.
So, have there been any challenges that you have experienced as far as whether the tenants or just the mobile home investment business, period? If so, can you kind of tell us about that?
So our biggest challenge was with our mobile home that actually my mother found. It was a 4 bedroom, 2 bath. And when we purchased it, it had a window unit. So we purchased the mobile home. The gentleman only wanted $8,000 for it. We talked him down to $3,000. We put another $12,000 worth of rehab in it. But what we didn't know is that we bought these shiny new window units to replace the old ones. And after we put them up, the park manager came and said, "What are you guys doing?" And we was like, "Oh, what's wrong?" And it was like, "No, you cannot put another window unit in. You have to have central air." And so what happened is we had to turn around and get central air for that mobile home. And that was a big challenge because the lower the mobile home sits to the ground, it's just a narrow window that you're going to find somebody who's going to want to crawl under that crawl space and put all of that ductwork underneath the mobile home in order to have central air. So that was probably one of our biggest challenges. However, that mobile home has been sold twice. We actually repossessed that mobile home one time. And so between repossessing it the first time, which they voluntarily left, they couldn't afford an attorney, so they left. We got that mobile home back in 9 days, and 9 days later, we wind up selling that mobile home again. So I would say that would have to be our biggest challenge.
Kelly, I got a video and I'm gonna play a little bit of it.
Okay.
You talking about the repossession.
Okay.
Sometimes we have to do that. I mean, sometimes we have to do that. So I tell you what, audience, pay attention.
All right. All right, guys. This is Kelly from Heels, Deals, and Wheels Mobile Home Investing Course. We're actually standing inside of one of our properties. This particular property, we seller financed out to some people. However, they did not make the payments, and so we had to repossess the mobile home back from them. And I've been telling everybody it is a 2009, but it's actually a 2014 mobile home. And the main reason why we have to reseller finance this property out is because this particular product does not allow for renting. Those of you who have been watching our videos know me and my family like to rent our mobile homes out, but unfortunately this particular part does not allow for renting, so we have to resell or finance this particular mobile home out. This mobile home came with a stove and a refrigerator. As you can see, the refrigerator is gone. So whoever buys this home is going to be responsible for getting their own refrigerator. It does come with the dishwasher as well. And as you can see, guys, they put in some kind of fancy sink here. What we were trying to do is sell the mobile home as is for $35,000. This is a 3 bedroom, 2 bath. We actually purchased this mobile home, and I'll give you guys a look at the outside. We purchased this mobile home for $9,000. It's a 2014 3 bedroom, 2 bath. And we put a $3,200 wheelchair ramp with an awning. And I'll show you guys that here shortly, but let's take a look at the inside. So what's the big problem in this particular mobile home is that the people who used to live here had a son that was a quadriplegic. And what they did is they pretty much like destroyed the master bedroom. And I shouldn't say destroyed it. What they did, they made the master bedroom to the point where it's for somebody who is handicapped, because this master bedroom was not like this when we purchased this particular mobile home. As you can see, take a close look at the flooring. Whoever put the flooring up, they didn't put it up correctly. So this is one of the things we're going to have to fix. We have to come in here and refix the flooring. And as you can see, the shower, they made it an open concept shower. So what we're going to do, we're going to enclose the shower. And then another thing, guys, if you come here a little closer, you will see that there's no sink inside of this master bedroom. So we're going to put a sink at least in one area here. I'm not really sure what we're going to do with this particular area here. So that is our dilemma. The reason why we can't really sell this mobile home, people cannot see the vision of this being a master bedroom. So we have to enclose it. If you look real close, they have some beautiful fixtures and stuff, you know, for anybody, not just somebody handicapped. And then we have a closet over here. They did all new windows in this home. They had all plans on staying, but guys, they just could not make the payments. And so we took them to court and we won. Okay. And then this is another thing that I teach you in the course on how to repossess your mobile homes back. And I'm not even talking about in the state of Texas, in any state that you're trying to do business in. And these are the new windows. Let's go over here to the other side here, guys. We got the back door here and we'll take a look at the outside of this particular mobile home before I leave you guys in this particular video. There's the kitchen. This is the living area. And so what we plan on doing is we plan on just putting some cheap vinyl floors, retexturing the walls, and we're going to definitely redo that master bedroom. Before we go outside, let's take a look at the two smaller bedrooms. There's actually a bathroom over here as well. And got to do some flooring in here. We're like putting lipstick on a pig, guys, kind of get rid of this home very quickly. And even though we're asking $35,000 for this particular mobile home, the rehab that we're going to do is roughly going to be under $3,500. And what we're going to do, we're going to ask for roughly about $45,000, $50,000, maybe $55,000 for a mobile home that we didn't even pay $12,200 for. Okay. The drawback about investing in a mobile home that is inside of a park is that you have to pay the lot rent. That is the drawback. But the whole thing is you have to make sure you're collecting enough rent so you can handle the lot rent, and then you have some overage in your pocket. That's what you have to do. However, when you sell a financing, guys, I also show you how to create a note seller financing. We'll go here in the smaller bathroom here, guys, and as you can see, it needs a lot of work here. There's actually a hole here in the tub. And so we're going to have to redo this as well. But all in all, there's nothing really major wrong with this particular mobile home. We get a lot of people inquiring about this mobile home, but guys, they cannot see the vision. And of course, guys, we're going to take this ceiling fan and take it off completely, and we'll just have a light up here, a little small light.
Wow.
All right.
You know, I wanted to play the whole video, but time won't allow me. That was the best. How would I put this? The best explanation why people need to consider the mobile home side, especially if they cannot buy the traditional family home, and everything that you explained in that. And plus, what was the square footage of that? Looked like a big home. What was the square footage?
And you know what, James, the square footage of that home was 926 square feet. And that was actually our second repossession. That wasn't even the repossession that I told you about. But people don't understand, when you repossess a mobile home, that is personal property, not real estate. Okay, so what do I mean by that? It's like repossessing a car. So all you doing is, going to the courthouse and saying, hey, these people are not paying. And that's it. We got that mobile home back in maybe 12 days. So, you can't do that with a single family home. This is quite a process when you're dealing with single family homes versus mobile homes.
I want you to hold that thought. We got to take a station break. I don't want to, but no, we got to pay the bills. And I tell you, if you don't know anything about mobile homes, Kellie Harden, is teaching you, educating you. She got me excited. I'm almost an investor. just listening to her and how she is explaining things. Who knows? So I'll tell you what, if you got any questions, you want to be part of the conversation. And this just doesn't have to be in Texas. She's telling you how it works across the United States of America. Yeah, so please continue to tune in, ask any question that you might have. And I promise you, we'll get you an answer. Yes, your life. And we'll see you shortly after break.
I've seen a smile convey I love you. I'm proud of who you are, and one that keeps us close when we're apart. Talking from the darkness of all that we've been through, it seems that there might be a way to leave behind the loneliness we've known and live again life of
We live in a world today that people don't even care about how people see them. Don't realize that we can affect an entire generation and build our character. But you gotta do it with these 4 C's.
Create, collaborate, then you commit with confidence. Create, collaborate, then you commit with confidence. It's the 4 C's. It's the 4 C's. In this life you are gonna grow, but there's things in this world that you gotta know. To be the best that you can be, you wanna grow real big into a strong tree. To be who you were created to be, the one that's gonna leave a legacy is you. But you have to have these 4 C's. Create, collaborate, then you commit with confidence. Create, collaborate, then you commit with confidence. It's the 4 C's. It's the 4 C's.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I thoroughly enjoying this conversation with my great friend of 35 years, Kellie Harden. And you know, Kellie, I had to reinstate that I'm so proud of everything that you're doing, and I know your heart. I know it's a heart of giving. I know it's a heart of giving others an opportunity to either own their own dream, and doesn't necessarily have to be a traditional family home. What you just showed me in a mobile home, I'm impressed with what is, how you got that structure, the bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. I know you got them located on safe territories and all that, but it also gives people an opportunity to dream big, think big, and be big. Dream big, think big, and be big at everything that you do. And it doesn't always start out as I gotta have this and I gotta have. You gotta have what you can afford, but you have to work with folks like Kelly in humble beginnings that you might be a part of to invest, invest, and eventually divest on ownership on something. So, Kelly, you had mentioned something a few minutes ago about repossessing homes and your team, your brother, your mother, and your other team. You know, you come in and you evaluate it, and you mentioned something that you keep saying called vision.
Mhm.
Vision. Many uh, of us lack vision because we can't see past the tip of our nose.
True that. True that.
But I see that you have vision because you came in, you broke down everything that was in that repossession. Say, hey, this boom, boom, boom. This is how we bought boom, boom, boom. We're gonna change this around, this around, this around, this around, this around. Not only did you have vision on how it was going to look, you saw it. That's why in the video, the four C's, I mentioned you might not be able to see it with your physical eyes and those, but if you can see it here, you can do it. You know, so
Wow.
I want you to talk to our audience a little bit about having vision and how you created those visions, because we all create things from trial and error experiences that we have, and how you just easily pointed out everything that you was going to do and also knew your budget. Can you
Mhm.
talk about that a little bit?
Okay. And so, Dr. Cooley, since we're talking about vision, a lot of people cannot even vision themselves as being an investor. That's fine. But a lot of people want home ownership. A lot of people want that. So you might want a single family home, but it's okay that you crawl before you walk. So I want the people to envision this. What if you purchase a mobile home inside of a park that allows for renting? You purchase the mobile home, you live in the mobile home, in a couple of years you're able to save up your money for a single family home. You go ahead and purchase a single family home, but don't get rid of the mobile home, because inside of that park they allow for renting. So guess what you can do? You can rent out that mobile home that you originally were going to live in. You can rent out that mobile home to somebody else and have that money coming into your pocket and helping you with this single family home that you purchased. Okay. So it's not all about being an investor, because not everybody can afford to be an investor. But if you're trying to get a single family home, or you're trying to get into real estate, this is like, the easiest way to get in real estate. And I don't call it real estate, I call it will estate, real estate on wheels. This is the easiest way to get in real estate. And another thing, people don't think that mobile homes build equity. And you can build up equity in a mobile home only if the mobile home is on land. If it's on its own land, you can build up equity. So what I'm saying is, if you have a mobile home, you got a piece of land, and you move the mobile home to the land, or if the mobile home is already on land, you can pull the equity off of that mobile home. A lot of people like shy away from mobile homes because they don't think they build up equity. And no, they don't build up equity if it's inside of a park. But if you have your own land, then yes, it builds up equity. It does.
Wow, I did not even know that it builds up equity like that. But I do understand your philosophy and why this is a great business to be a part of. And not just that, it's not just you pulling everything in your pocket, but you helping people out that might not have the means currently to, they might have the dreams. And I don't know if you remember the term that I used to always say. A lot of people have this what we call champagne taste. I mean, big time champagne taste.
Exactly.
And they want the champagne taste everything, but they have beer money.
Mm-hmm.
They have beer money, and they're not able to actually see past it. But you have folks like you to come around and say, hey, I can help you out. This is my vision, and this could be yours. Just listen up, pay attention, go through my course. I mean, if and a person that enroll in your course, do all of your students plan on being owners of real estate, or you just educating them on what you call it, wheels?
Heels, deals, and wheels.
Talk about that a little bit.
Okay, so my course, the name of it is Heels, Deals, and Wheels Mobile Home Investing Course, is available on Vimeo. How my course is a little different than everybody else's courses is that I offer a 30-minute free Zoom one-on-one with me, with the potential student, and we'll talk about, the expectations with the course. And one thing that comes with the course is that you have access to me. You will have my personal cell phone number. And a lot of my students, either they're trying to be investors, either they're trying to buy a mobile home that they, plan on living in. They're trying to either rent out the mobile home, sell or finance the mobile home, flip the mobile home, which is a lot of work because, you have to have a team if you're going to flip a mobile home. But if you plan on flipping anything, if it's a mobile home versus a single family home, it's easier to flip a mobile home than a single family home because a mobile home is like, connecting a puzzle. It clicks together like a puzzle. And I show all my students how to do that. And I also show them how to create notes. Now, in the mobile home business, it's going to be very, very hard. And I'm very truthful with everybody regarding this. To purchase a mobile home in a state where the number one, where they don't allow renting, and where the mobile homes are very pricey, like the state of California, those mobile homes are hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I don't really see how you're going to make a profit being in the mobile home business, especially if you're planning on buying and holding. You're planning on renting, that's not going to work very well because the lot rent in the state of California is very, very high. So if I were you, I would stick to a state where the lot rent is not that high and you're able to charge the tenant some overage where you're going to get between the lot rent and what you're paying in overage, that's going to go in your pocket. In the state of California, that's going to be very, very hard to do.
Wow.
Mhm.
You got this down pat. And I tell you, I'm getting ready to go and travel. When I get back, I would love to sit down and chat with you
Okay.
because I'm
I would love
interested
that.
to know a little bit more about that, Michelle and I. And for someone that's might be contemplating, I'm hearing what you're saying right now. You got the wheels spinning in their head. If they wanted to invest in the wheels, deals, and whatever.
Heels, deals, and wheels.
What advice? And we got about 2 minutes before the break. What advice would you tell them?
Well, another thing that I teach business credit and business lines of credit. I'm not a financial expert. In the beginning, me and my family were using our own money. We ran out of money and we was like, oh my goodness, what are we going to do? And my brother came up with an idea. We took a couple of courses and we start using other people's money. And that's what we use. We don't use our own money. We use business lines of credit and we use business credit cards. Believe it or not, you can use a credit card, whether it's a business credit card or not, in order to purchase a mobile home. And I walk you through that in the course. I do not recommend anybody use their own money. You need to use other people's money. You need to use the bank's money. If you have to team up with another investor or whatever the case may be, I said earlier, you have to crawl before you can walk because in the beginning, we were using up our own money. And believe it or not, you can get free mobile homes. And the way you get a free mobile home is basically somebody doesn't know how to transfer the title, or somebody doesn't know how to move the mobile home, or the mobile home is so old they don't know what to do with it. And I teach you.
Hold that thought.
Sure.
Because we're going to take another station break. I am delighted to be talking to Kellie, and I hope that you are the viewers, whichever platform that you're watching us on, whether it's E36 Telegram TV, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, over 55 live platforms. It ain't too late to get questions in. because she is really putting it down. And I tell you that this is an education for all of us. And if you want to be part of the conversation, just go to the comments, ask any question that you might have. I promise you, we'll get you an answer. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after break.
Dr. James JC Cooley. The James Cooley Show. It's your life.
Hello, I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley from the United States of America, and I am here to just say, first of all, I'm so happy and honored to be on it, to be in the Coffee Book 2023, Unified Brain Z and the other organizations. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to be a part of this collection. Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and you know, at 35 years, we all change. We develop, we experience things, we figure out what's going to be the best us in life, and I see that your experiences in life, in the military, and now in the entrepreneur arena is bringing out even more of the flower that's in you. I'm talking about like blossoming and just growing and spreading. And I'm so proud of you. I mean,
Thank you. I'm proud of you and your wife too, and I'm loving the show. I really am.
Wow. You know, I told you, I gave you my word. I said, hey, I'm gonna reach out to you, and you challenged me on that one. I always keep my word. But the conversation that we're having today, and just your heart on how you feel, and anybody with a heart, with a mind, with passion for whatever, will understand that what you're doing, you changing lives, you helping lives, not just with your properties, but with your school, and everything that you're doing. And the most important thing, I'm a motivational speaker, so I get an opportunity to speak around a lot of things. But honesty, integrity, and ethics. Let me say that one more time for the viewers that uh, might not have heard that. Honesty, integrity, and ethics means so much to everything we do, and it plays a role in our businesses, in our lives, and the way that we react and respond to others. But the most important thing that I believe is have a heart for giving back. And sometimes we don't always make as much money as we want, but it ain't all about the money. It's all about giving, the hope of giving. And I believe that we will be blessed at the end. So Kelly, I want to pick it up at that. It's you and your family, I believe, are so blessed because of your mindset and the way that you think, and bringing your mom, who looked just like you, by the way,
She does.
and your brother as well,
Mhm.
getting all of you guys together and coming up with the same type of mindset. Can you tell our viewers and listeners why it's important to have the right type of mindset if you're doing business, if you want to expand, if you want to do these things, and if you want to help others?
So, Dr. Cooley, if you're around negative people, it's gonna rub off on you. Negative thoughts, I can't, we can't do this, we can't do that. It's going to rub off on you, and anything that you're trying to accomplish is not going to work. You need to surround yourself, with positive people, because, I can, we will do this. If you surround yourself with positive people, then this can work. But if you start thinking about negative stuff, oh, where am I going to get the money? Oh, my credit score is low. Oh, I lost a house a couple of years ago. You start doing that negative stuff, it is not going to work. Okay. And if you're not proactive in trying to do something every day to succeed, not even in the mobile home business, whatever you're trying to do, if you're not working on something at least every day to get to that point, then maybe that's not for you. Maybe you just not, maybe maybe you haven't found that passion. But me and my family were very compassionate about the mobile home business. And, we're compassionate about helping people. That's very, very important, because like I said earlier, a lot of people, a lot of investors are not taking Section 8 because of the bad reputation that they have. And it's very sad. So, yeah, you have to have some type of positivity in your life in
You
order for
have to have
anything to work.
positivity in your life, and we got about 2 minutes left in the show.
Mm.
But everything that you just said is so true. If you surround yourself with negative people, uh, and they always talking about how bad it is for them, and they haven't looked at, they become what we call a liability. They become a liability to you because you can't have them around because they're not trying to do anything. They just talk.
Right.
One of the things I always talk about when I'm on stage is either you are access to doing things or you're a liability. You just walk around, like, take me to your leader, and then
True
you are,
that.
hey Kelly, you know me. You already you know
Exactly.
who I
35 years.
and so access, liability, positive attitude, vision, understanding, and focus. I'm gonna leave it at that. I believe that the vision hit you. Well, one day, I'm talking about you always have been a positive and visionary person, but a lot of times I know it hit me. It locked in on some of the things that I was thinking about. I said, I can do this, but then all these negative things all around you saying that you can't. You have to disperse all of that thing. Sometimes
Exactly.
you have to cut people off that that you love, but they, it ain't about helping you, and it ain't, and you certainly can't help them. So, uh, real quickly, 1 minute
Hmm.
less. Also, in doing this time, tell people how they can get in touch with you, your class, and things that you can do. And I really want to chat with you later about, because I want to learn more about it. But so we got a minute and a half. Can you talk about that?
Okay. All right, guys. I'm Kelly from Heels, Deals, and Wheels Mobile Home Investing course. It's available on Vimeo. It's on demand. It's roughly about 75 videos. You can contact me for a one-on-one Zoom. The number is right here. It's 800-974-5580 if you want to learn how to mobile home invest. This does not work very well in the more expensive states such as California as far as renting mobile homes, because the mobile homes are too expensive. But you can still give me a call and we can figure out your game plan. And thank you so much, Dr. Michelle and Dr. James Cooley. I appreciate it. I'm loving the show. Thank y'all so much for having me on here. I greatly appreciate it.
Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to come on the show. And I got to have you back. I mean, if your schedule permits.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll get you back on. And for all our viewers out there, I told you, I know you don't have any popcorn left, because I told you to grab 9 bags. You ran out like 2 segments ago. Yeah. But we're going to get Kelly back on. Kelly, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
The James Cooley Show is your life. I'd like to thank Dr. Michelle Cooley, my wife, my boo, my everything, for putting together another absolutely fantastic show. Most importantly, I'd like to thank our viewers and our listeners for tuning in to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, on over 55 live streaming platforms, and also syndicated on Sunday, KCBQ AM 1170 FM 96.1. And many, many more radio platforms. We've been doing that for 6 years. And so I always want to leave you with this thought. Always dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. It's your life. We'll see you then.